it, and you can make frames with it, you can do borders with it, you can do all kinds of things, and it just really is a nice addition to your pages and cards and whatever your heart desires with putting them on your pages or your layouts or whatever you want to do with them. So lots of different things. So welcome again, and I hope you enjoy this presentation on learning a few tips and tricks on that. So I'm going to take you down and let's have a look. All right, so this is the Cloud Frame Punch. It's really cute. It's simple to use. It has the tray that you will have your paper butt up to when you're putting it in, and always having it against so that your cloud border frame or your border comes out nice and clean and straight. Those lines right in here are where you could begin there, and or you can begin here on either side. So you would feed through depending on what you want to do. If you're making a border, start here, frame right there. Okay, so these are some of the cool little frames. Excuse me, I don't know why I said frame, I'm so sorry. These are some of the little borders. This is a layered upon border to give you some dimension. I did put the foam squares underneath just to kind of give it some break between. And then there is also this one, which is quite lovely. It just, you know, it zigzags back and forth, but it's all in how you punch it that it does this type of layout. And this one is similar but different. This one kind of goes like zigzaggy. This one does not do that. It just kind of, it offsets a little bit. So we'll go ahead and show you how to do those. So we'll put this over here. We'll start out by cutting off about, I would say about a 2 inch. I'm going to go with, because there's a little dab here on the nail. I'll just tear it off here so it doesn't interfere with that. All right, so we're going to go with a 2 inch cut on there. We will put it in our frame. Now, we are going to start at the line right here, if you can see that. So we will bring it in, start at your line, punch, making sure you have it against your tray, then bring it out and follow where the match is with the blue. And then press. You'll bring it again. Just always making sure it's pressed against that tray so that we don't lose hope for it staying straight. So it's never a fun thing to have it go crooked, but you can always make it work. Then you'll just pull off these little bits right here. You can cut this one off, just kind of rounding it a bit, or you could actually really cut off that little edge there. Now, what you will do now is going to turn it over, and then you'll reverse. Okay, so that will go in here, and you will turn over your maker, okay? And you're going to take this in here, and you see right here where this edge is, here, you're going to take that first edge right to there, and then you will punch. And we made a boo-boo because that wasn't the one that I was going to do for you. I was doing the border first. So we're going to quickly redo that again. So sorry about that mistake. I forgot we were doing the border first, so I apologize for that. So I'm just going to punch this real fast to get us back on target. All right, so we're back on target. So now I am going to take a piece of blue, and we're going to go about 2.5 on the blue sheet, so that will step upon the other one and be out. So again, we're going to put that up to the line. We're going to punch and keep punching. All right, so this paper is a little shorter than the other one, but that is okay because I used a bigger sheet on the one. Let's push those little bits out of the way. And then this is where you will put your foam squares. Now, I love doing this because I cannot stand trying to find all those little bits. As soon as I can find this to open up here. There we go. So this is my all-time favorite for catching little bits. It is the Press and Seal Saran Wrap. So I just kind of tear a piece off, cut it off, and fold your edge. You know, place it to where you want it to stick at, okay? And then fold it back, and then fold the other edge back. So it kind of becomes like a piece of tape sticking down on your surface. And so when you take off your foam squares, your little bits, you will have a place to stick these little rambunctious pieces because they go everywhere. So it just becomes a sticker sheet for you to stick those pieces on, and then they don't go everywhere, and then you can just ball that up and then they go away. So that is what is pleasant about that, because like I said, those little pieces, they're staticky and they stick to everything. All right. So, and then this is where I said I needed to cut that extra little bit off of there. All right. So there you go. That is with your foam squares, if you can see the little separation in there. And that just is like a little cloud border. We'll cut the bottom part off of that. And then that way you can add it to your page as soon as it will cut through. I think I need to change my blade on that because it's catching. But anyway, so super cute, super easy. You can use this as flowers. I mean, there's a lot of endless things you can do with this. So that's the border, and then we're going to now move on to those little things I was telling you about, the little borders that I originally was going to make you and then got sidetracked there for you. All right, So we are going to actually go with a 2.5 size strip. Okay? And we're going to, like I told you, we're going to start where the line is, cutting there, then moving into that. Oops. Like I said, don't forget to line that up against the back end so that we don't have any boo-boos. All right, so now let's take these little bits off. All right, so you'll turn it over and then reverse it. And then you'll turn your maker over, okay? And then this end right here is going to match to that end. So you will bring that end in. And I think what I'm going to do is offset this one just so that we can start this one this way first. So we'll go like that. Bring in your little piece again. You'll punch. Bring it up again. Oops. Punch. And punch. Now what you'll do for this one is go back and then get it in there and be really careful. And I had it up a little bit, but it's okay. So you just need to be really careful because they are very, 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 oops, they're very gentle. So you don't want to tear it out too fast because it will tear on you. But as you can see how that one kind of intercedes each other and just kind of offsets, but they kind of look like rosebuds and stuff like that. So you could actually do lots of fun stuff with these. And doing that, you can make it a chain on the side of your page, which would look really gorgeous, especially if like you did this in like a white, not a white, a yellow or a red. That would really stand out nicely on your page. All right, so the other one we're going to do is going to be the one that it zigzags. So we're going to start with a 3-inch border here. And we're going to do the same thing, starting at your line. Let's get it straight before I clamp it down. All right, so do that first cut. We're going to keep going with it. And these are so easy to use when you make these different borders. They're really, really sensational to look at, and I don't know, they're a lot of fun. All right, so this one you will start literally at the end instead of the other one. The other one started a little bit back. This one will start right on the end. And can you see that? That is just very cool. So you'll keep doing that all the way across, lining up your edge inside. It's very important to make sure that you line that edge up with that metal part because otherwise you will be off. And then of course you see you have just a small piece. So you'll bring that up to the edge, and then cut. And then just cut all these little bits. Sometimes they pull off really nicely, but then sometimes they don't. And you could accidentally tear your border. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that super cool? They're a lot of fun. You can offset it more, and you could have it really zigzag out. You see this one? You could do more of it, but it's all in the way that, like I said, you put it in the punch. You would start in the middle to have this one go like this, and this one starts right on the end. But super, super easy, super cute. So let me, and there's your little piece that you can just fold up and throw out those little tiny pesky pieces. And then I'll push these out. Now, I'm going to show you a frame and how pretty that will look. So you will start with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. You are going to take that down. Oops. And you're going to cut away an inside frame. Okay? This is going to save paper so that you can use it on another piece or the same layout, however you choose to. But this will, you're going to go to your 10 and 2 mark, okay? So you'll go, no, sorry, 2 and 10, sorry, 2 and 10. So we're going to go ahead and go 2 and then 10. But I think I might want to take this one a little bit bigger. So we're going to go the 2 and the 11. So 2 and then 11, okay? So line your, and I put a line on this so that we don't have to keep leaning down and seeing the side of it there. So it's a nice little tip that you can put a line so they can always follow it from the top rather than the side. So you'll make sure that your paper is in, let's see, I'm backwards here. Being left-handed sometimes can be a little challenging because things are a little backwards sometimes. All right, so we're going to take this paper and come to the 2. Okay, you're going to go 2 inches and make sure your paper is lined up straight, no crookedness, and then you will go, see, it's backwards again. Have it to your 2. Hold on, I want to get it. Hold on. Have it to your 2. Nice and straight. And then here is your marking. So go to the 2 and cut across to the 11. Then you will turn your paper and do it again. Making sure it's lined up straight. You're going to bring it from here and go to the 2 and stop. You're going to turn it again. Bring it to the 2 inch here. Bring it down. Start at your 2. Go across to the 11. Bring it into your 2 again. Come across to You're 11. Now you can put your clips in here as well so that you can auto stop and there's no thinking about it, which is nice to do. You can clip them right on here so that they do not move, and then you don't have to line up your measurements. You can actually just keep going and not worry about that. And see, I did not cut all the way through the valve. So that's okay. All right, so I did it over here too. Okay, so you have your little piece that you can use on another page. You could actually do this if you'd like, once you cut your frame in there, and that is really, really cute as well. So you will take your corner to corner, okay? Let me make sure you're not out of sight there, sorry. So take your corner to corner. All right, and it kind of looks like an L. So we are going to, this is where you're going to measure, okay? So you're going to come in from the left and you'll cut 3 times over, okay? So the point that's right here, you will put your finger here until you feel the point. When you feel the point, you stop. Hold your paper in place and punch. Now it will be a little harder because you have 2 pieces that are there. So then bring your cloud out to where it matches, right? And then you'll punch again. Oh no, look what I did. I went too far. Let's try that again. We all make mistakes, Lordy be. We're going to have a little cut right there, so my goodness. We won't make that mistake on the other side. So then you will turn it over and you're going to actually come from the right to the left. And you'll do the same thing where you feel the piece and you'll cut. And you'll bring it, line it up right there. Now see, that's where I messed up over there, is that I brought it too far in. So this piece, because it's on the edge of the corner of the frame, you're going to, let me bring this up so you can see it. See where it matches in? You see that? Okay, so this is going to be the corner of your frame. So you're not going to see that edge right there. That's going to be gone. All right, so we'll bring it through and cut. We'll do it again. And of course you have a full cloud on this one. Okay, so you kind of look like this right now with this little boo-boo right here. But we'll save that and we'll glue that down. So then you will take your frame and you're going to go the opposite direction. And you will line them up. Okay? Making sure that they are lined up correctly. Then you're going to come in here. You're going to line up that last piece. I'm going to just cut this down just a bit so we can get in there. We'll bring that in. It's going to get hung up on those pieces that were torn a bit, but it's okay. I'm going to bring that to there. Okay. Boy, this did not work out, but it's okay. I thought that it was going to do well with that, but it is not. So then you're going to go in here at like a V, okay, and then push it up as tight as you can get it, right? And then cut. All right, so that is going to have your cloud come into the corner, as you can see. All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. And then, see that? How beautiful that looks. So it's really not that big of a deal where we had our little mishap right here, where we can add this. We can use the repositionable tape, and we can just put that right back in the cloud. And it will be perfect. Okay? So this is where I told you you could use your other part of your frame, the one that we cut out in the center. And look how beautiful that is. That's a lot of fun. So you can make a gorgeous layout with this. It's super fun. You can also just do the frame instead of doing all of the inside one. You could also do one on the outside. We'll pull out another sheet. Okay, and we'll start with just cutting all the way around. Okay, so this is where you will start right there where that little line is. See that little line right there? You'll go in there and bring that to the line. And again, making sure, oh, you went out of focus. Let me go slow. Hopefully you'll get back in focus there in a second. But anyway, we'll start with that, making sure it's pushed against, and you'll see that you'll have this edge, and that's your starting point. And that's okay, because when you come around this side, you're going to cut that off. So you'll go around and around. These are really great tools to have because they end up being such beautiful layouts. Now, see this one? You'll have that little piece there. So see that? It goes right to the edge. This one does not, because that will come off at the end. Then you'll come back around. You'll start, move that over there. You'll start right here, and you'll cut so that at the end you'll just cut this half piece off. Okay? So matching that in. I love this paper. This is really pretty paper. Okay, and the same thing, you've got just a little piece here. You're going to bring that in and then start it right at the line and punch. And these are your fine tunes at the end where you'll go ahead and just cut those off. Okay, see these little ends? You'll just go in there and cut those little ends off. rounding right where the cloud is so that you're not cutting off anything extra. I'm going to cut this with just a little bit more right there. Okay, so there is an outside frame. Now you could take this one and put that in there, and look how beautiful. Like, it's really, really, really pretty and very soft and subtle. Like, it's beautiful. You could do vintage. These are extras. You can do like a vintage page. A lot of nice things on this page you could do with that. So, all right, let me flip you back. So I hope you enjoyed some little fun tips and tricks with some stuff to do with your cloud frame punch. Again, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Also, I would like to ask you to like and follow and subscribe. That would be super fantastic. And also, I'm looking for my team to grow. So if you would be interested in growing and having a side hustle, so to speak, to make that car payment, to pay for childcare, just anything, please get in touch with me. I would love to take you on. Also, we're working to have a trip to win to Puerto Vallarta, so I would enjoy going to that as well. But I would, of course, love to have you on my team, and we can all continue to grow together and make everybody's memories be saved properly and have our history continue on with our young ones so that they know all about everything that has happened in their past and our past and so on and so forth. So if you don't have an advisor and you would like to shop on my website, please go into the link that is in the description. That will take you to my website. So you can also join on my website as well. So please, if you are interested, just reach on out. I'll be here helping you out in your venture. Thank you again, and thank you for supporting my small business. Thank you so much.